Hi, my name is Tara, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel at Inspirational One with Tara. Today we will be doing a love reading. Oh no, wait a minute. No, we're going to be doing a soulmate past life reading for Libra. Hello, my Libras out there. Hope you're doing well. And this will be past life, soulmate. This will be a 3-layered reading with many levels. The first row is going to deal with the past life and also the spiritual level as well, what we cannot see but what we can feel, hear with our psychic senses. That's the first row. The second row is also messages for the people beyond, for the spirits, for our spiritual guides. I don't know why I said people beyond, but those that crossed over as well. Okay, that's why I said that. Messages from our spirit guides. Okay, a lot of times when we have loved ones that crossed over, they still guide us along the way. That's what I'm trying to say. And that will be the second row. I will be using the Vintage Wisdom Oracle by Victoria Mosley. And the third row will be the tarot I will be using, which is the Tarot of Dreams. And also I will be using the Romance Angels as well. So it will be a combination of 4 sets of cards, 4 rows, and it's pretty layered. Again, spirit world, past life, what we feel with our psychic senses, feel, hear, knowing, seeing. Second row, spirit guides are those who have crossed over. Second row. Third row, I'll be using the tarot for the physical world, for what we're going through now. Okay, so this will be the physical world, the tarot, and also more emphasis on the physical world in regards to love. So overall, we're going to go on a journey pretty much. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I got some names for you. Hope everyone is doing well. Sending blessings. Thank you for tuning in internationally, here in the USA and all over the world. Okay, so make yourself comfortable and let's go on this journey. All right, so let me begin with the names Spirit has given me. And the reason why I say the names, because Spirit has been dealing with me a lot on names, and there may be something that resonate with you in the reading, or the names could be someone you're close to or someone you know or known. Okay, so the first name is Jackie. Jackie is coming up, the first name. Second name is Nathan. Nathan. The third name is Jose. And I have 4 names here, and the last but not least name is Vicky. Vicky. Okay, so those are the names Spirit spoke to me. And so let's get started in the reading. This reading may resonate with those names. And also Libra, this reading may resonate with you or it may not. This is a soulmate reading with pretty much 4 layers. It's just going through each stage and element of your life. Okay, so let me move these out the way here, and let me begin. Okay, so now we're going to begin with the first row, which is the spirit, what we could be dealing, or psychically what we can be dealing with now. So leaving or travel, this is past life and what we could be dealing with now. Leaving or travel. So that's the first thing comes up to me. Here comes up. Let me see. There may be some connection with you now in the physical, with travel. There could have been some connection with a lot of travel, or a place that you've left that you have been really connected with. Moving to a different location, possibly to find happiness. Something might have been pulling at you to move forward into a different destination. So you have bits and pieces of signs of traveling. There could be a movement of or desire of finding happiness or leaving a situation behind and feeling more liberated. There could be a connection with water. You could live near the water as well. I see the ships, or you could be around boats as well, whether there's a lot of boats. Usually where there's water, if you live near water, there's also boats as well nearby, pretty much. Some situations. But there could be a desire to travel on water. You could have a boat. You could have a boat. And you love to sail. This may have been something in your past life. You may have a desire to stay out on the ocean. So there's a connection with the water. There's a connection with traveling. Okay? Exploring. Just exploring your horizons. Okay? And we move into unrequited love. And maybe there might have been some type of, the reason why this travel was because you were moving away from a situation where love was not plentiful. Or you might have felt rejected in some way. Or you had to leave. So you might have been persecuted in a past life, in a situation, and you might feel that in the now, in the physical, you may have some challenges dealing with trusting, and you may have some insecurities in regards to relationships and love. Now, Spirit is telling me about the movement again with the travel and the ships. And when there's a situation with love and not feeling like you belong or feeling rejected, there's a lot of movement that you go through. And with the connection with water, Spirit is telling me that it deals with your emotional flow with the water and the ships. And you may have felt this sense of being out there alone. But this is where you found Spirit is telling me this is where you found your peace, your place of refuge near the water. You felt some type of connection with being out with the water, or some type of connection with movement. Now Spirit is telling me that for some of you may have some challenges with staying in a relationship with fear of something that might have affected you in the spiritual world or past life, with being or with commitment. You know, you may get to a certain level that the relationship is going well, but for some, when it feels too deep or someone is telling you that they love you, you tend to run away. You want to pack your suitcases and leave, you know. So you may try to push the person away. And you may have to deal with forgiveness in this sense, from what I'm seeing here. And you may have had to come to a stage where you had to come to grips with forgiving. Let me put that here. A situation, or forgiving someone mistreating you in a relationship with unrequited love. I just want someone to love me, not reject me, but love me. Don't reject me. I've been rejected all my life. I've been moving from one place to the other. I've been rejected ever since I was a child. Ever since I was a child, I've been rejected. And I've been traveling from one place to the other, one home to the other. Now that I'm grown, now that I'm adult, I finally found someone to love me. At least I thought. And still they started mistreating me, as if the memories of my childhood were coming back. I just want to be loved. So I found myself having to forgive what I've been through in my past. I'm going through the process of healing. So I tend to go near the water, travel. This is where I can find my refuge and my solitude. This is where I can find my healing. This place. That's a message for someone. So let's go a little bit further. Let me turn the lights on. It's getting a little bit dark. Okay. So let's go to the second stage, which is the messages from our spirit guides, or from those that crossed over. Choice. I pulled in this in another reading. I loved her beautiful dress and the doves that surround, the doves here that surround. So I see the steps there, and I feel like there's options. And which step are you going to take? Each one of them is a pathway to going up. You just have to make a choice. perception. So I feel like along this pathway, I feel like you're going to start seeing things in a different way, Libra. I feel like also with choice, that you may be faced with choice, but I feel like your spirit guides are going to help you along the way with these choices so that you can make the right choices. How do we see people? How do we see our situation that affect us? Do we see underneath the mask? Well, Spirit is going to help you see in a more deeper way, see the situation on a more spiritual level. Confirmation, discernment. And discernment is all about seeing things on a more spiritual level. So I feel like Spirit is going to heighten your senses and your spiritual senses so that you can see underneath the layers of your situation. And this also can connect with the High Priestess as well, enhancing your intuition, making you more sensitive, and allowing you to Spirit says allowing you the flow of messages that come through. And when I think of flow, I think of the water. I think of the doves. Let's move a little bit further. I feel like these messages are going to come very gently. They can come as a knowing, but it's going to be very gentle. And it could be somebody that you know, that have known from the other side, possibly. You could be receiving messages from a loved one, but it's going to come as a gentleness. So while you're along your journey here, in regards to love and your connection with the situation that you're in, Spirit is saying, stay focused on the messages and your guides. This is what your guides are going to help you with, to make a choice in a situation that deals with the emotions, perception, being able to see underneath the mask, discernment, intuitively following your intuition, and gentleness, receiving messages. So, that's wonderful. So now, let's go to the physical world, where we are now. Strength, Leo. And we're doing Libra. I feel like whatever you're going through, I feel like you're going to have the ability and the know-how to make the right choice. And I feel like it's because of the strength that you have. I feel like the situation is going to be made strong. I feel like also there's going to be movement, could be in a way of travel, but I feel like there's going to be, if there's a delay, I feel like there's going to be manifestation. There's going to be change. We have the Seven of Wands. You have the ability and you need this strength, because if any situation rises up against you, you're holding your wand here. This is your protection. This is what you're going to fight with. The passion that you have inside. So if there's any type of outside annoyances that is trying to come against you, you're going to be strong enough. You're prepared for the battle. We have perception and looking past the surface and looking spiritually deep underneath the situation. I feel like your guides are guiding you along the way for that. King of Wands, fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We have Leo coming up here actually too. So there may be a fiery energy at play here. But this is someone that you could be involved with or love. So this may be someone that you have a emotional connection to. This is aligning with discernment and also unrequited love. So you may find yourself experiencing this insecurity that I was talking about earlier, or trying to push somebody away because of fear of getting too close. This could be symptoms that you may have been going through, possibly through something you've been through in a past life or a past situation. Okay? We have the 10 of coins in reverse. So this tells me about some challenges with family. The number 10 comes up, meaning something is not complete. Something still needs to be resolved. But Spirit is saying, resolve it with gentleness, or handle the situation with gentleness, or listen to your spirit guides. Now this is a woman with the wedding on it, and may have something to do with the marriage as well. Okay? So I feel with this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I feel it's something that you may want to restore. There may be also some type of separation or some parting for some of you, and I feel like there's a hope of reconnecting or reuniting on a situation. There's concern in regards to a long-term possible relationship that you might have been in. Okay? But Spirit is saying you have the strength, and all these fiery energies that are coming at you, I feel like it's a situation you're going to overcome. you're going to win your king back. Okay? So let's move a little bit further. And we're going to use the Romance Angels for the last row. Now pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Now this goes along with this. Okay, the mask. There may be some of you dealing with energies that you're not sure if you can trust or not as well. So let's move a little bit further. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So it looks as though the relationship is going to get stronger. I feel a restoration here because of this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. It could be also a scenario that someone from your past that you may have had challenges with. But maybe you're in a place now that you could be starting either, like I said, it could be a restoration or it could be a new chapter you're moving forward to. Trust. I think I just said a couple of seconds ago something about trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. This kind of reminds me of forgiveness. It also kind of reminds me of this gentleness energy. Like, you know, I feel like your faith is going to be restored and spirit is going to give you confirmations through dealing with your intuition. So I feel like that's going to be able, you're going to start trusting. And I feel like you're going to start trusting your intuition more so, not second guess yourself. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So I feel like that's a message for those that are waiting for romance. I also feel like it's a message for those that are waiting to save a relationship as well. Okay? So yes, we've been through the 4 stages here. The last row is putting more emphasis on our physical challenges that we go through, our physical world, but also listening to our spirit guides, or our spirit helpers, choice, helping us with choice, seeing things in a more clear way, having discernment, and also gentleness, and also overcoming our challenges from the past. It was a beautiful journey, Libra. If this reading resonates with you, give the video a thumbs up. Also, you can tell me how it resonates with you by leaving a comment in the comment section. Also, you can share the video. Until next time, God bless you.